Hey everybody, it's Madmaxed again with another raid video. And today I want to talk about when to use shards and pull things and when not to. And if you will, please hit that subscribe button, give it a thumbs up if you like it. And remember, if you got any questions, put them in the comments and I'll get back to you. Now, this event that's going on right now, and I've already used all my shards that I had. I had about 6 or 7 saved up, but I saved them up to get the legendary lizard, and I pulled all the fragments for him. So it's a sure thing, and that's nice to do. Because you may pull, like even during a 2x event, you may pull 10, 12 shards, and you still not get any legendaries and not get that second one. So during that time, but there was also some events like 2x events and all that during that time while the summon rush was going on, and that's when I pulled the shards, and I did it for the summon rush, so I'd make sure I got that legendary. Now, it's good to pull them during that, and especially when the events are going on during that. If you have the resources to get the legendary fragments, because it's really hard, it's long, it's grindy. And I've done a few of these, but it's really hard to do because it's really time consuming. Now, the this event is probably, to me, the very best event that you can have. If you'll keep up with your shard pull, and you go into the mercy system, and let's say you pull 14 shards. Okay, so you already know that the the rate of getting it is 6%. But you pull 14, so you got 2% each time, so now you're up to 10%. So let's say you pulled like 25 or 30 let's say you pulled like 25 or 30 of these shards. So you pulled 32 shards, sacred shards. Usually you're going to get one before that. It usually never goes that high I've ever seen. But, let's say you did, and now you went in and you pulled like 20 more and so you got 20 times that 6%. So you got 20 times that 2%. So you got 40%, 46. So you got almost an even chance that you're going to be able to pull a legendary. So it's almost a 50-50 at that point. And if you know where you're at on the mercy system and you're getting a 2x legendary champ pull, that, from doing this and you got several stacked up, this is the time you want to use your shards. I did this one time during a 2x event. I got Archbishop, which is a really good legendary, and I also got Lugan. Lugan is a really good legendary. Both of these are. And, so I was really happy. I got 2 Spirit legendary champs and Spirit legendary champ that do fairly good damage and have good kits are hard to come by, or I didn't have them at the time anyway. And I pulled these 2 and I'll go, man, I have got my Spirit Champ legendary set, and it helps in Doom Tower and all that. Because there's sometimes you can only use a Spirit Champion in Doom Tower, some of those secret rooms. And to get 2 good legendary champs of the same affinity, that was really, that really helped my account for that. Now, the worst time that you can pull this is during the 10x. And the 10x, everybody will get excited because there's a 10x chance of getting Brogni. There's a 10x chance of getting maybe Foley. There's a 10x chance of getting maybe, Chikara or something like that. It's one of these really awesome champ. 10x chance of getting Gaudius or, a really OP champ is what they usually put down here. Now, the problem with that is you still got almost no chance of getting it. I counted them up, and there are some of these champs you can only get out of Doom Tower, or you get it like Ramontu. He is the very last champ that you get in your missions. You can only pull him from that. You can't pull him anywhere else. So there's like 6 or 7 of these guys you cannot pull but through like Doom Tower and all this. But The rest of them you can. So that means there's around 190 of these champs that are legendary. So if you got a one shot in 190 of getting the particular one that you want, but you get a 10x chance. So you got a 1 in 19 chance of getting the legendary you want during the 10x. So but if you're up around where you're almost sure you're gonna get a legendary, well, you've got two chances of pulling two legendaries, and they may both be good. They may not be the one you want, but they may both be good, or they may both be bad. But you may go in to a 10x event, you may pull two or three legendaries, you still don't get the one you want. And they may all be bad. I mean, that's just the luck of the draw. But if you're spending even a little bit of money, or you're spending no money, you're saving up your shards, extra legendaries are really the best one. Now, the next best thing is when they 2x the chance of getting one, where you have a 12% chance instead of a 6% chance. And that really helps because, like, you've got 6 or 7 shards, saved up, and it's a 12% chance each time. You've got about a 50% chance of pulling a legendary. So, and it's the same way with the ancients and the voids when it's 2x for this, because there are a lot of really great epic voids. So I don't ever pull a void during a 10x event if I can keep from it. It's got to be a summon rush or something, and I'm shooting for a fusion or a fragment pull. I'm not going to use my void shards during that time. Void shards are too hard to come by. Yeah, you can get them out of Doom Tower, but you can't buy them with gems. And you can only get in a month probably about 10 or 15 of these things at best if you're lucky. And I don't usually even get that many. So, they're hard to come by, where in a month you can get like 70 or 80 blue shards. And then with these are hard to come by. And I really like some of the voids. I mean, I've got some void champs when you go into the affinity that I absolutely love. I mean, yeah, the legendary ones are really good, but so is Cardinal, so is Seer, so is Jimbo. This Lizard is really good, helped me get through factions. Ursa is one of the best revivers in the game. She is great. I mean, this thing, Shamal, will counteract Mashald for fear. Really good champion. Skull Crown. There is no better champ to go in and use to just go through and clear all of those campaigns out on 12-3. 7-second run. Really good. Maneater. Great champ. I mean, there are really good Void Epics. These Void Epics are a lot better a lot of times than those legendary non-Voids. So that's the reason I save my Voids as much as I can until I get like a 2x type pull. I get a 2x event for the percentages. And so you got a 16% chance of getting a Void. So if you've got, if you've got 10 of these things stacked up, sometimes I'll get one or two of these epics, and I love those epics. They're really good. But that's when you really should use your shards, and that's just it. And it will help you a lot more than going after those 10x's. That is mostly a ploy for you to spend money to buy gems, and it doesn't work real well. But thanks for watching the video, guys. If you got any questions, just post them in the comments. I'll get back to you. Everybody have a really good day.